Hello everybody, and welcome to tutorial number 3 for designing for engineering and designing for printing. In this section we are going to work with some tools that have to do with all the ortho options. Okay, there are a bunch of options on the bottom part of our rhinoceros that says end, near, point, mid, and all these are just helping tools that allow us to locate within the grid, okay? And sometimes we're going to need for our cursor to stick to different options, okay? So we're going to use them very much in today's tutorial. The other thing is that we're going to understand how to locate and how to use measurements really well, okay? So it's completely different from what you've done until now because measurements were not that important. And we will also learn a little bit about how to understand what the dimensions of a design mean. Okay, so we're going to develop this example, and we're going to do it using everything that has to do with ortho options and the split option in rhinoceros. Okay, so here we go. So first of all, we need to understand what we want to draw first. Now this is going to be the front panel of my object or my isometric. I'm going to start drawing. I'm going to start making this part of the isometric. Okay, so first thing I need to know is that this is going to be a circle, and I need the radius or the diameter of that circle, which is 12. Okay, so I'm going to start with that, and if you didn't get it, now you can get it, and I'm going to do it on my front view. Okay, I'm going to make the first circle, which is a diameter of 12, and then I'm going to do the second circle with a radius of 17. Okay, now I'm doing it on the front view. Okay, I can see it on the front view. Now I need to create a line that is going to be starting at this point and tangent to the circle that I just created. Okay? Now I need to understand that the length of this line, which is 96. Okay? It's 96. Very good. So I am going to start at the origin point, and I'm going to make a line that is half this way and half this way, and then I'm going to take it down so I can pretty much locate what I'm doing. So I'm going to make a polyline, click on polyline, and I'm going to make a line that is 46. 96 would be 48, half of it. Okay? So I'm going to type in 48, press enter, and then I'm going to locate my line. Okay? So I have one here, press enter again, and what I'm going to do is that I'm going to mirror this line to the other side. Very simple. Go to transform, mirror, select objects to mirror, press enter, and right in the middle, trace a line. Okay? Trace a line right in the middle. Okay? There we go. Now we have two lines. Two perfect lines. What I'm going to do is that I am going to select those two lines using the shift key on my keyboard. I'm going to select the two lines, and then I'm going to join them together. I'm going to click on join. Now this is a single line. Okay? Very good. Now another thing that I need to understand is that this line that I just made is 15 millimeters from the center of the circle. So in this case, I need to move this line 15 centimeters, okay? So in that case, I'm going to select the line, and I'm going to move it, but I'm going to move it with a certain number. I'm going to click on move, and then on the command line, I'm going to type in 15. Okay? Let's do it again. I'm going to click on move. Point to move from is right in the middle, and then I'm going to type in 15. Now I know that this line is located 15 from this point. Okay? This line is located 15 millimeters from this point. Very good. Now I need to create the two lines which are going to be tangent to this one. And it's very simple. What I'm going to do is that I'm going to use my ortho options. I'm going to make a line. Okay? And this line, I am going to activate tangent. Okay? Now I'm going to click first on the end of one of my lines. And, okay, it's important that you deactivate ortho. Okay? So you can actually see when the tangent comes up. Let me maximize this. So I'm going to move my line, and right where it says tangent, I'm going to click, and then press enter. I'm going to do exactly the same on the other side. Click on the end point of the line, and when tangent appears, I'm going to click on it. Then press enter. Okay, very good. Now I have my line. It doesn't look very similar, but we're going to get there. Don't worry. Now I need to split these lines in order to get what I need. Split means that I am going to split a line with other lines. Okay? So the intersection of those lines are going to be cut in half. I'm going to use the option split. So I'm going to select the objects to split. So I'm going to split this circle. That's the one that I need to split, okay? Then I'm going to press enter. Now it says selecting the cutting object. What am I going to cut this circle with? I'm going to cut it with this line, and I'm going to cut it with this line, okay? Then press enter again. As you can see, this circle is now split into two, okay? And I can erase this part. So now I have, this is the part that I have, which is very, very, very useful. What I'm going to do, then I'm going to, since I have 4 lines, I am going to select them using the shift key and click on join. On the top panel, it should say 4 curves joined into one closed curve. Okay? Now after I have this, I'm going to be able to select everything and create a solid out of it. So solid, extrude planar curve straight, and it says that it's 10 millimeters, okay? 10 millimeters of width, okay? So I'm going to type in 10, and now I have my solid. Cool, I have the first part. Now it's this part. Now we're going to work on the bottom part, okay? For the bottom part, I am going to start working on the top view because I know that is a rectangle, which is a box, and then I'm going to create some circles, and then I'm going to create something here. So I'm going to work on the top view for this. First, let's see the dimensions. It's 36 by 96. I'm going to start, click a rectangle, get right on this point, which is on my top view, the corner of my rectangle, and on the options or in the command line, I'm going to type in 96, okay, and it should go all the way to the end, and then I'm going to type in the width, 36. Since I am going to draw this way, I'm not going to type in 36. I'm going to type in minus 36, so it goes down. Okay? Now my box, it's right underneath. Okay? As you can see on the perspective view, this line is not located where it's supposed to be. But we're going to change it later. Okay? Let's draw everything on the plane, on the normal plane, and then the solid, we're going to take it down. Okay? So I have the square, the rectangle. Now I'm going to make, this is just a circle, and the circle with 2 lines. that I'm going to do very similar to what I did here. What I need to understand, this circle is located at the center of this rectangle, okay? And it has a radius of 7. Okay? So, in this case, I'm going to use another option called mid, okay? And mid will locate the middle or half of any line. I'm going to create a circle, and when I get close to the middle, look, it says mid, so I know that it's right in the middle of that line. I'm going to click there, and as I said, it is a radius of 7. So radius of 7, I'm going to type in 7, and there I got my circle. Now this circle has to be moved 15 up. Okay? So as we did it last time, I'm going to click on move, click on the center of the circle, or the point to move from, and then type in 15. Now this circle is located right in the middle. And look, 15 from here. Now I need to make these 2 lines. For those lines, there's an option called line perpendicular from curve. If I use the left button of my mouse, I will get perpendicular from curve. If I use the right button of my mouse, I'm going to use perpendicular to curve. In this case, I need left click. Okay? So I can click anywhere on this line, and any line that I make is going to be perpendicular to this one, you see? Of course, as soon as I get close to the circle, I get a perpendicular also to that. So a perpendicular line will be tangent to another line. This is pure math. Okay? So make that line, and I'm going to do it another one. Okay? Do it again. Perpendicular from curve. Click anywhere, and as soon as I get tangent to the circle, I click. And I'm going to use the split option again. So remember how to use it. Click on split. I'm going to split the circle. After I split the circle, press enter, and I'm going to cut this circle with these 2 lines. Select cutting objects, then press enter. Now my circle is divided into 2. I'm going to erase the line that's on the bottom, and now I have this side. Okay? I have one thing missing though. I need, in order to make this complete shape, I need a line in the bottom, and I don't have it. I'm going to make a line, polyline, simple polyline. It goes from this point to this point. Press enter, and now I have 1, 2, 3, 4 curves. Now these 4 curves must be joined into a single curve. Okay? Very well. So now I have this part. Now I just need 2 holes. Okay? For that, I need to know the distance between the edge and the center of the circle. Okay? So that's going to be 96 minus 36. Okay? And that's what I'm going to get. I'm going to get this distance over here. Okay? Sorry, 48, which is half of it. 48 minus 36. So let's see the calculator. 48 minus 36, it's 12. So 12 is going to be the distance from the edge to the center. I'm going to make a circle. I'm going to make it right in the edge. Okay? And remember the radius. The radius that I'm asked for is 7.2 diameter. I'm going to go to diameter, click on diameter, type in 7.2, and now I have the circle. Now I need to move this circle, again, 12 millimeters inside. I'm going to move, point to move from, type in 12, and now I can click at that distance. Now I need to move it up, also 12. I'm going to move it again, right in the middle, type in 12. Sorry. I'm going to move it right in the center, 12, and right there. Okay, there we go. Now I have this circle. Now the other hole in this part is exactly the same. So using my mid option, I am going to make a mirror, okay? Transform, mirror, and I'm going to make a mirror of this object. Select objects, mirror. Then I'm going to press enter, and the start of mirror plane, I should look for the middle of my object, and there it is. So I'm going to click there, and I'm going to make kind of like the plane to the top. If you see, I move this, it's going to change, so I'm going to put it right in the middle, and now I have my two circles. Right? So we're almost there. So we have, right now, we have our part of our shape. If I create a solid out of this, I'm going to have a problem with this intersection. So what should I do? I should take this line off. How do I do that? I split it. I'm going to split this rectangle using this rectangle. Okay? Okay, split. Split this. Okay? And now this one is split. Now this one is tricky because now I have to do it the other way. I'm going to select objects to split, so I'm going to split this one. Okay? Press enter, and then I'm going to split it with these lines. Now I can select this curve and erase it. Okay? Now I have my the one that I need. Okay, the shape. I'm going to select all the curves, and join them into a single closed curve. Now the only thing that it's missing is our solid. So I'm going to make a solid which is 12 millimeters height. Okay, I'm going to click here. I'm going to select also the holes, and I'm going to go solid, extrude planar curve straight, and I'm going to type in 12. Okay? You can see it's located on top, but that's very simple. What we're going to do is that we're going to lower this right underneath. Okay? So you can see, well, these lines, just so you know, you can select the curves and hide the curves. You're not going to use them anymore, so you can have see your object. So as you can see, you see your object exactly the same and with the exact dimensions that were asked for. Okay? Now if you want, you can actually take this to the printer, to the 3D printer, and you will get the exact replica of what you need in engineering. So now you create an object that it's ready, perfect for printing. Okay? So good luck, and your task, after you develop this tutorial, your task is going to be very simple. Okay? Your task is going to be to modify and develop this object. Okay? This is the one that you're going to develop. Okay, now you can see it here, and this is the object that you can develop. Here you have the radius of each one. I recommend that you start with this figure, just like we did on the tutorial, and then continue on the front view. Okay, so good luck, and I hope you liked it.